This looks so good. It's very echoey, but look how good this looks. Oh my god. I've done a little bit of styling to the room. And look how pretty it looks. Whilst we have to decorate the middle room, this is going to become our bedroom again. So before we can obviously sleep in here, we need to put the bed in, and curtains. So this curtain pole is actually from the bathroom. We don't need a curtain pole or curtains because there is a blind. So I'm going to put this up here. I just moved. Oh, Kate Moss over here. I have a new plant. This guy, he is from Wilkinson's. He was £4. I just placed him in a different pot. This has been moved loads, and this looks so much better. I really think that does look a lot better than the Kate Moss or the owl picture. Because I made it, I'm really proud, and it looks lovely, especially with the rug and the cactus. So this is another new plant. Again, this is from Wilkinson's. It was £10. I just placed it into my pot. That was from Mataland. That fits perfectly. This bit is really annoying. This is paint that was on the window. I could get it off, so I've just had to go on top of it. And there we go, all done. The one I just used, I think that was Misty. The same marble I used for the kitchen, because I'm thinking of remarbling this kitchen. So I have this one, which is the larger size. There's usually two sizes, like 40 something and 60 something. This one I'm gonna try on some of the windows. It's like a stained glass effect. I think it will work because of the style of our house. I've done half of it and it actually looks pretty good. It was quite easy applying it. It was more the measuring. I just made sure that this middle part of the design was in the middle each time. I've put together my Aldi hanging chair. It's so comfy. This is proper thick, comfy material. But I seem to have collected something else in the box. Look how huge this box is. It's been taking up space in our second reception room, so I thought I'll actually put the chair together. You comfy in there? I did start putting it together, then I realised I probably should start staining it. So some bits, like the feet, aren't attached yet. This bit isn't attached to that yet, and I did start. I'm using the Wilkinson's. This is the traditional wood dye in Indian rosewood. This colour is really beautiful. It's not too dark. I think it works quite nicely with the ladder I have there. It's really similar. I have got help. I've got a nice little conveyor belt. So I've started on the drawers, and I need to paint those too. Painted my first drawer, and because this is the top one and I'm a bit concerned that you might be able to see like in it when you open it, I've painted the inside, painted the sides. How adorable are these handles from Wilkinson's? They were only 50p. Just need to finish painting the top, put the drawers in, and we're done. Put up my mirror from TK Maxx. How good this looks. I am so happy with it. I brought in the rug from the hallway. This was already there, but I think it just adds a nice kind of extra touch to it. And then when you're standing there, it's something a little bit softer on the feet than the wooden floor. I'm really glad that I did paint inside. So when you open, obviously ignore the bottom because there'll be stuff in it, but this just looks a lot more pleasing to the eye. See, I think I actually do quite like the colour of the door now. I think it works quite nicely with the stain on the legs. I'm not really sure what to do with the bedside tables because they're black and I don't think they'll go. I'll either see if I can upcycle them or get different ones. I'm not really sure. Just put up our first Roman blind. I'm going to order a different size for the other window. So this one is, I think it's 91 across. I did first try it on this window, but I feel it needs, because it literally fitted exactly, I feel like it needs to be wider to help block out more light. So I'm going to order the size above, which is only £5 more. For that one will be 35. This one was 30. It drops down to around this length. For now here, I've just put up my old net curtains. To be fair, one is wide enough for the window, but I thought this looks quite pretty. But I was thinking, have the blinds open and then net curtains in front and like down. And if I'm getting changed or anything, then I'll have the privacy instead of having to have the blinds down. And then it's quite dark, so it lets some light in but keeps some privacy. We have the other blind. So these are just from Wilkinson's. This is from Dunelm. If you remember before when I had the sheer curtains up, it stopped at this bracket. This bracket can come out, it doesn't have like the little screw. So what I did was you see there's a little cut here, I cut along here, threaded that off the ends, put the bracket back on, and then this side I threaded back on. So that's how I got it to sit right to the edge. I had to do that because the blind, as you can see, if the sheer curtain stopped like here, it would stick out, and it just looks a lot smarter with it going more near the end. This side though, I couldn't find the Allen key small enough to unscrew it. So all I did is I had a spare pattern, so I just cut a piece and threaded that onto the end. So it gives the illusion that it does go the way across. So this side is technically a little bit thicker, but can't really see that. So that means this room is now done. We can move our bed in here and then have this beautiful calm space to be our bedroom until the master is done. I look like absolute crap today. I haven't even brushed my hair. I've just been straight into doing some work. I still have my birthday balloons in the background. I'm now 29 and I'm now blonde. I don't think I've filmed myself since I've gone back to blonde, although I do need to wash my hair. I've got, look, cool little blue bits underneath. Had some really good news, meaning that the bathroom renovation can happen potentially sooner than we thought. We're originally going to do the bedroom next, but I think a lounge would be nice, just because we have this nice room upstairs. We do, well, still need to do toilet room, 2 bedrooms. One is like my office, wardrobe, and a bathroom. Nothing's really done downstairs. Obviously, like the kitchen is pretty there, but other than that, we've not really done anything. So it does feel a bit odd being in a room, especially for me. I sit there and I look around like I hate it. Have loads of gold looking things in the lounge and then the walls are yellow. So it looks awful. We went to Direct Furniture in Bury St Edmunds. It was amazing. I should have brought the camera, but I guess I'll just feel like I'm really weird walking around filming. We went to Shaw Spencer Furniture. One of my followers told me to go. Really good, amazing range of sofas. Direct Furniture has a few sofas, but it's kind of better for everything else you could want. There's like 3 warehouses, so much West Elm. I now have fallen in love with Loaf. There's a sofa I really want from Loaf now. We bought a few things. We bought 4 things. Bought a bench from West Elm, discounted. Side table, which I've wanted for ages. I was going to buy one from Debenhams, but this was cheaper. I got it for £80. Should have been like 160. A plant pot thing and a doorstop. There is like some slight damage. It's a little bit like dented. Put a rug on it because that's where I've hidden some more of our cushions. Also because I feel like it's weird that you can see under it. Potentially when we do our bedroom, this will move to the end of the bed. I think here by the window it might be better to get something which kind of you can't see through, if that makes sense. This was the Palanta I got. So cute. Here's a doorstop. Last night you saw me taking down the like first layer of wallpaper. So I've still got this one wall to go now. Paul has managed to rip it out and then he's going to reuse this and it's going to be what?
It's going to be a bar. I'm going to turn it into a bar.
Well, that's if it fits in the summer house, in your man cave. And that's it gone. So eventually we'll have just some simple shelving made to just float across. Be nice and minimal, but that's really opened up the space. So this is a look at our walls. It's all the original lime plaster, which is actually bloody beautiful. And you can see they've had some filling in here previously. So it's weird though, this is the only area which is just bare plaster. All the other walls have a thin layer of paint. I can see like brush marks on there. When we're taking off the wallpaper, I was kind of freaking out and I was like, what is happening? Because obviously some of the paint was coming off. But I think we may sand this off and go back to the plaster. It's another day of stripping. Not that kind of stripping, this kind of stripping. Started taking the paint off, and when it's damp, it comes off literally like a hot knife through butter. It's flying off the walls. This is like the easiest part. I've done all this top half. All this top half I'm now like moving further down the walls. Scraping off the walls is much quicker. It's also less messy. Like down below, it's a lot easier to clear. And I was sanding, obviously very fine dust. Dust was going everywhere. I thought after yesterday I'd be in so much pain. Like I couldn't even cut the pizza last night. But my hand's actually okay. Maybe I'm just getting like dead strong now. Loads of people keep being like, use the steamer, use the steamer. I'm just scared of blowing the plaster, and I don't want to have to like add more costs. I think like rooms upstairs, like wood chip wallpaper, definitely want to get a steamer for that. Guys, look at me. I'm covered in wallpaper bits. I've got this at my side for when I'm up on a ladder ready. Show my progress. That flies off the wall. Having a little break from house renovations today because the hand that's holding the camera is very swollen. I woke up and my thumb had swelled up so much. The nail was digging in. I just think from all the wallpaper stripping, taking off the picture rail, scraping off the paint, my hand has finally given up. I can't open bottles, I can't cut pizzas, so I'm just going to give it a rest today. We went round our neighbours. So we live in a row of 3. We've already been to the neighbour next door. And last night the other neighbour arranged a little evening. We thought we were just going around for tea, but she had invited the other neighbour round and the neighbour on her other side as well. So we met a new person. We all have the same original tiles on the floor. I think that's so special that these houses are so old and that still lasted, because you know over the years people may remove original features. She has the original shutters in her front reception and the other reception. We only have the original shutters in our front reception and the other neighbour has none. So little things like that. Over the years people do take out things. After removing the picture rail, I did get a little bit worried because the way it was put in, it did look like an old method, like the nails that we used. So once I did remove it, I did get a little bit worried, but it was unusually low. I went into her lounge and I was like, oh my God, see, I'm not crazy. Picture rails were perfect. They were ornate. They were of the period, they were higher, they were above the door. She had the same black marble mantle as us. If money was just endless, there'd be loads of things we'd love to do to the house. The progress has got really slow doing the lounge. Obviously I've had to stop because of my poor hand. But that's just a little update. I've been talking for 10 minutes and I'm not even in focus. So once I scraped all the paint off, it's then filling holes, sanding down, getting the floors sanded. I know another thing I wanted to tell you guys, so I'm going to show it to you. So upstairs we have picture rails. So like in this room, so this room's a mess, I'm avoiding the floor. We have picture rails in this room. These are in line with the door, but that's fine because the ceilings are lower, the fireplaces are smaller. It's in more proportion with the room. Then I did notice in the hallway, it's lower. And also it looks really badly done. I'm questioning if it's original. It looks like it's been put up in like, again, an older method. Then again, so was downstairs and that was not original. I only just noticed it the other day because I stood here and looked and was like, they're not at the same level. I'll show you. So this picture rail is fine. I think this is original. It looks like the usual ornate style of a Victorian one. This looks like the right style, but can you see what I mean? Why is this so much lower? I'll tell you why. I'll tell you where they've lined it up from. And also, look, this has got this big old notch missing. I just feel like Victorians have had very good workmanship, and I wouldn't say this is good workmanship. So they've lined it up to that. That then means like, how do you, like, this is such a bad finish. It's just like that. It looks awful. And as you can see again, this looks ornate in a normal Victorian style and it's in line with the door. But then this is lower than the door. Your eyes are not deceiving you. We have a piano in this room. So Paul's friend at work showed him a picture of a piano bar, and then he came across this piano. He's just taken the front off to have a look inside it. But his next project, or his first project really, is to turn this into a piano bar. It's meant to go in the other reception room, but I don't know if it's gonna fit. Paul didn't realize how big a piano is. This took 4 men to lift into the house. This is it with the front back on.
It sort of slants down a bit.
You happy with your piano?
This bit's lovely, and we can you know, do some stuff with it. I don't know, like maybe create it so it lifts up instead, and then you have all the wine glasses hanging in the top here, and your spirits here, and then the wine bottles there. I would like to find another pedal there, because I'd like to restore that little part. If you look down here, it's missing a pedal.
But not bad for £10.
Not bad for £10. And this has got architecture going on here. Look at this. This is design.
It's got architecture happening, right?
Yeah.
Because it's a building, yeah?
You know what I mean?
Today I thought I would bring you with me. We're going to venture down to Harvey's furniture showroom. I am knackered. I just ran upstairs. I thought I would film like in the nicest part of the house before we go. So they launched a new collection. The colours in the video look really nice. They look pink, but it's described as coral. And on the website, I don't really like it so much. So I thought I would go in store and actually see it. Look, I have some new things in the background. River Island stuff. River Island candlesticks. River Island ooh. And then from Berries and Grey, we got a little stool. I mean, isn't this a place of dreams? We have all of the places. So let's go explore. So in Harvey's, this is the coral. It does look kind of pinkish. Is it comfy?
Yeah, it's really comfy.
I haven't actually sat in it yet. But we're thinking like this, but in the corner style. But the velvet does feel nice. Oh, that is really comfy. Look at you gazing off in the distance.
Yeah, daydreaming.
You look so dreamy.
That's how comfortable this is.
But
Sets you off into dream world.
these are the different ones. So I'm currently sat on the large sofa. So the chaise is similar, just wider, and obviously with like the extra bit. Looking at the colours. So this was the colour I was first thinking about, but I don't know if it will go. Then Paul's suggesting maybe we go dark, and they do have, let me skip to it. Like this is quite nice. I don't know if it's too green to go with the blue, just the fabric ones. We've narrowed it down to emerald, aqua, coral, and Paul really likes this turmeric colour. And to be fair, I think this is the nicest one I've seen because it's not too yellow, it's kind of browny, so it's not too shocking if this was against the dark blue. I just noticed as well, look, with the feet you can change the colours. So there's gold, black, gold, and over here is silver. Now we're in Furniture Village, but I'm more obsessed with these glasses. These would look amazing in our back room. We'll have like a feature kind of dual greenish wall, and they'd look nice against the rest of the white walls. This was quite cute in Furniture Village. Oh, you're going to model it? Thank you. So we liked this one, and then there was another one which was orange, which I'm surprised. He always said he didn't like yellow or orange, but so far your favourites have been turmeric and orange. This is the orange one, modelled by Paul. Is it comfy? The colour's really nice. I'm surprised you said you liked it.
Full of surprises.
Life is full of surprises. I've seen these online. I really like this one. They also do it in pink. Then they have it in like a small one. And then there is a corner as well, which Paul is on. I wanted to see it in person because I didn't think it was very big, and it isn't as big as I hoped. So I don't think that's going to be a yes. And it's not as comfy as I thought it'd be. Like the one from Harvey's was really comfy, wasn't it? Okay.
Apart from the orange chair in
Furniture Village.
Yeah, that was nice.
Next we have the glorious tunnel. Quite like the look of this. This was quite cool. I like these two. These are like the ones I saw in Debenhams, but cheaper. And these hooks. These will look nice for the bathroom. They have wisteria in here. Look at it. It's £8 for quite a long stem. Definitely is worth going into sofa places and actually sitting, trying the sofas out. All the sofas I've been looking at previously have just been online. I have so many fabric swatches. More came from Darlings of Chelsea. Ah, there's some really nice ones from there. I've always been set on pink. So I went to the Harvey's furniture, and those sofas, out of all the ones we've sat on so far, have been the comfiest. I was really impressed. The velvet felt really nice. So maybe that one. But yeah, deciding on whether we should either get the chaise corner or just get the large, add a footstool. Then it's basically that, but then smaller. If I measure up again in the lounge and see what would be better, but then it's the colour. I don't know about the coral, but still coral. Aqua's really nice. That wasn't on the website, but the aqua swatch in store was lovely. Turmeric is really nice. I asked you guys on my home account, and I'd say the majority was like, go for the turmeric, go for the turmeric. It's really nice. I was saying to everyone, it's such a nice colour because it's not too bright, it's not too yellow. And it's, I don't know, it was just, yeah. But it's weird because I've been so set on pink and now I just feel completely thrown on it. I feel like I've just been looking at sofas forever. I've done so much research now. But it's really good to bring Paul. I've seen that one from DFS. I've seen it like on Instagram loads, the one they did with French Connection. But in person, that corner was just tiny and it really wasn't that comfy. And when I showed it on my Instagram, my home Instagram stories, loads of people messaged me saying, don't get that, it's really uncomfortable. It'd be quite funny when I get to look back at this and be like, oh my god, why did it take me so long to decide? But it's really good showing the process, but I feel like I am putting a lot of planning into it. I'm not like rushing or impulse buying. I know the wall colour I want, getting the sofa colour, and then I can build the room around that. Although it doesn't look it at all, we've made some progress in the garden. So this pile was so much bigger, it was literally taller than me. We've left it for quite a few months and it has got smaller by its own accord. But then my dad gave me these bags. So these are like old compost bags and there's quite a few in there wrapped up. So we've been filling these up. I think we took like 4 or 5 to the recycling centre. We're going to slowly have to dump it that way and it saves money than having to pay someone to do it. So that's what we did today. So we cleared some of the front of the house. I'll show you some more. There's obviously still some left, but all up here we had a load of dead ivy. We couldn't quite reach the top. We do need to get a ladder. So all that came down and we bagged that up too. We revived these guys. We had them at the front of our door before. Then when I had that really, really hot summer, they didn't look so good. I had to take them around the back and revive them, like water them. They're looking much better. And today I put up this wreath. So Boots sent me a PR package with some Halloween makeup and they entwined the products like around here. So I can show you the product, and instead of putting a hole in the door to hang it up, I will show you what I've done. This is like the back of the knocker, so that goes all the way through. So I've just tied the string to that and looped it along the top and then hung the wreath from there. These were some of the stuff that was in there. So we have a highlighter. Ooh, oh my god, look how shiny that one is. This colour looks beautiful, really like pearlescent. So we have all these different makeup products. Morning guys, and boy oh boy do I have some updates for you from when I last filmed. This weekend we transformed it. This back room is red and we've been living in it whilst we're making over the front lounge, which is taking forever. Not being very quick on that one. It was fine, it was livable, it was cozy. Then, oh yeah, I got this sofa. In case I didn't tell you about it, that was from eBay. It's basically a copy of the Made Scott sofa, and this is in the petrol velvet. It's bloody beautiful. It's so comfy. And I know people that have like the real Made Scott sofas and they say they're not. It's a bit bigger than what we had before. So the length of this one is 183 centimeters, quite wide, so we can both lay down pretty easy. But yeah, once we bought that and put it in the red room, it was just too much, like with the red on the walls and all like the pine doors. We have a lot of like wood in this house, obviously the wooden floorboards. It was just clashing. So for now we just painted this all white. I can't remember what paint brand it was. I'll like link it in the description. I was just gonna go and get more Valspar paint, which we used for the white room. This was £16 for 10 litres and the coverage I think is better. We ended up doing 3 coats, so it looked really good. And the finish, I have to say, the finish we've done in this room, which isn't even permanent, is actually better than what we've done in the white room. So we've just done it white, just to make it livable. But when we eventually get around to redecorating in here, picture rail, it's too low again, that needs to be removed. There's wallpaper all over the walls. There is textured wallpaper on the ceiling. That would need to be boarded, replastered, we have to take the ceiling rails down. So that will be a lot of work. Obviously we're doing the main one at the moment. So this is just to make this livable, and when we have people come around, we're not like, yeah, this room is red, we don't like it. We'll eventually change it. Now it's nice, and the ceilings feel so much higher. I'll give you a little look. Honestly, guys, this looks a million times better against a white wall. Look at it. It has wooden legs, really nice velvet. This is like firm, not hard, not too soft. The back bits, oh my god, they are so comfy. Look how thick these are. So now this room is looking a million times better. So before, all of this section, like all the way around under the picture rail to just above the skirting, was a dark red. Now it's just so much nice, like the wood tones just look lovely. This still is doing well. This is from TK Maxx. People always ask me where I got it from, but this was like a year or so ago. I think it was like £90 and I carried it all the way home myself. So before we had the sofa here, but because it's cold at the moment, our fire isn't working yet. Well, it works, but we haven't had it swept and all that kind of stuff. Moved the sofa there, but the piano bar that Paul wants to upcycle will eventually go here. This sofa will go back here. So with the fireplace, at the moment, this is how the previous owners used it. So there's a cast iron dog basket. Thing is, when we had a surveyor around, when we were like thinking about buying the house, he was like, I don't know if that's right for those bricks, and I really don't think it is. So I'll show you in a second, but off Facebook Marketplace we've bought a cast iron insert, and it has like the cast iron fire back to it, a dry fit, and we put it in, and it's slightly smaller than the mantle, but the mantle has like damage. It's got like old woodworm damage and everything. And it's not like the prettiest. So we will get a new mantle. So we have this, the other bits are in the front room, which hasn't changed. I think Facebook Marketplace is much cheaper than eBay. We've been looking on eBay as well. So this is the cast iron fireback. So this will protect the wall, and it has like the flapper bit that goes there, and then these are all the other little bits. So update in this room, nothing has happened. It's still here from when it was delivered. Nothing has changed. Our old armchairs and sofa are going to go to Paul's little brother. He's just moved into his first flat with his girlfriend, and they have a baby. So cute. This is a black marble mantle. This is original. Inside is just an electric fire. But today we're actually going to go view another cast iron insert. This one has like beautiful tiles. So I'm thinking, because the front lounge is more like grand, having the tiles in the front room. Other exciting things, Paul's band Pray Drive have just released their first album, and this is the vinyl of it. I shot this as well. I did all the cover up. I think some of the artwork inside as well. Another crazy big update, which I can't stop smiling about. I feel like a jammy bastard. So, sofas. We all know I've been searching for a sofa for so long, and it's quite specific that I want it to be a corner velvet, and I've wanted pink for the longest time. Pink sofa is like my dream sofa, and I vlogged going to like Harvey's showroom. Harvey's Furniture saw, and they wanted to help. Taking a moment to like take that in. So this is the Apple one, but this is all the velvets kind of pointed to where they're lighter, if that makes sense. If I turn them around, can you see what I mean? The way that the velvet catches the light differently. Turmeric, like it can go quite dark. Coral, it can go quite dark. Had an amazing interior design grad. She did some mock-up, kind of roughly know the colour of the walls, and well, in the pictures you'll see it looks very bare because I don't know about furniture. I'm just still focused on this bloody sofa. Basically, you all think turmeric. Paul thinks turmeric, my dad thinks turmeric. I would just love a pink velvet sofa. So that's me. I need to decide which one. One that's ordered, I don't even know how long it will take to get here. We need that room done. Another reason why I wanted to paint this room white is Christmas is obviously going to be in this room, and I wanted it to look nice because I've ordered all my Christmas stuff. So that's all coming soon, very excited. I'm gonna have 2 Christmas trees now. This is what I got up to yesterday. So this is our old shoe rack. I picked this up on Amazon. At the time it was £13, but I'll link below. I found the same one for 24 something with free shipping. So all I did was remove a shelf that was along there, just so the vinyls had space. I managed to style the shelves quite quickly. I do have a lot of bits and pieces that I've collected over time, so that wasn't a problem. This is from Rock and Rose. I don't think they sell any more home stuff, but that's where it was from. This is Paul's debut album, Pray Drive, and the cover artwork I shot. Look how cute that looks. This planter is West Elm. I got it from Direct Furniture Bury St Edmunds. It's like discounted. They have loads of discounted West Elm stuff there. This little succulent is from Wilkinson's. This is Lisa Angel. This Nicole gave me. This is from Mataland. These are mostly Paul's vinyls. Like this one is mine. This is Stranger Things. This is from TK Maxx. Berries and Grey. This little stem of Cherry Blossom is from Berries and Grey. Some books. I like facing them that way just so the colours of like the spines don't kind of distract. Paul got this for me, Crystal Skull Vodka, Lisa Angel, TK Maxx, Wilkinson's. This was a gift from a hair brand. I'm not actually sure where this is from. Candle and mini vase thing are both from Primark. Like a nice slope up to the macrame. And look at this. This is another Facebook Marketplace find. It's so much cheaper. Literally these two that we've bought from Facebook Marketplace together is still £100 cheaper than the price of one we were looking at a reclamation yard. The house is cold. I still have my jacket on. I have my scarf on. Wish we could put the fire on. I'll include some clips. We had a chimney sweep come around, which if you followed my stories during the time, I also put it on my highlights as well. It was fascinating. If you're local to Norfolk, just DM me on my home Instagram account and I'll give you the guy's details. Highly recommend. He was so patient. He did not mind that I sat and watched the whole thing. I don't know if that's normal for people to do, but I just wanted to see how it was done. So after he took the cast iron dog basket that previous owners had left in the fireplace and a plastic sheet, he put that in the fireplace hole and taped that there. He put a small hole in the plastic sheet and reinforced that again with the tape. He put in the brush connected extension bits for it to then go up the chimney. It was so cool. So he like took one bit, screwed it on, pushed it up, another bit, screwed it on, pushed it up, till it was out the end. I popped outside, I'll include a picture, and it was sticking out. It was like the cutest thing I've ever seen. We knew we had a cracked chimney pot and it was that one, but we knew there was one crack, so we do know we need to fix that. Once he'd put it all the way up, it was bringing it down. He was putting the poles back into his bag. The poles, I should have said, were connected to like an industrial hoover, so that's where all like the soot and crap was all going. He used the hoover to clean up any debris, pack everything down. He got a heat gun and put that at the bottom. The chimneys work with it being colder outside and hotter inside, and it's the different air temperatures and the pressures. He said that the chimney looked like it hadn't been swept in a while. I don't actually know when it was last swept. You're meant to get them done yearly. The reason for that being is if it builds up inside, that is unspent, unburnt fuel, and that is a fire hazard that can cause chimney fires. So once he had got the, is it the drawer back into the chimney, he used smoke pellets just to make sure that the chimney was working. So at first he said we could use the fire. He recommended us some stuff to put on the fire, which if you guys need the stuff to help like clean your chimney, I'll put that in the description. And then he was going to come back and re-sweep it. He was saying to use the fire, he was like, be really cautious, install carbon monoxide detectors. We do have one in the room with the fireplace, so it had to be more than 1 meter away from the fireplace, but no more than 3 meters. If you're putting it on the wall, it can't be closer to the ceiling by 15 centimeters because that is dead air space. And then all other rooms upstairs that have fireplaces in, even if they are capped off, to have the detectors in there as well. So as this is an old property, it's over 160 years old, lime mortar, it's brittle. The carbon monoxide from the chimney can seep out even to the neighbours, into other rooms, so you need the detectors there to make sure you're all safe. He signed like our certificate, all good, all good. He was saying like strongly think about getting a log burner, which would be lovely, but upon speaking to quite a lot of people on Instagram, installation, flue lining and the stove, minimum 2 grand we're saying. And we need to get some other work done to the house. A stove isn't important. He later rung us and was like, actually I am just quite concerned about how fragile the bricks, the lime mortar is. I would recommend you not to use your fire. Definitely think about getting a stove. yeah, I was just sad because it's winter and I was like, oh, I can't wait for a lovely roaring fire. Something to save up for. We don't need a stove, we don't need a fire. Would be nice. That's basically where we are up to the present day. I've started editing all my videos from when I moved till now. It's about to be Vlogmas. I'm so excited. I have a lot of Christmas decorations. Day one, it will be decorating the house. So very excited. I'm doing 12 days of Christmas. I have mini daily giveaways for 12 days coming up. Some amazing independent brands, and some are just UK only. That is because of the suppliers. That's what they feel comfortable with. Some are worldwide as well. So that's really exciting. So lots more of you can enter. I'll have obviously all the details when I do Vlogmas. Head to my Instagram to see the launching prize. I hope you guys are excited for Vlogmas. I really am. Our first Christmas in this house. I think it's going to be amazing, and bringing you along as I'll be doing more of the front room. That's the room we are renovating at the moment. But I'll next see you when I'll be telling you it's Vlogmas Day 1. Bye.